My life is a vision, your life is a vision board. My life is a movie, your life is a storyboard. Only time you run it is the way that you be overboard. And only time you cutting is when you making it short. And you can make it sweet and it can make you mean. Only time you gunning is when you making a scene. We was out of love and it was more than in between. Cause I seen your girl with my new thing. Not too long, too much, too strong. Too right, too left, too wrong. Too dark, too light, too dawn. What is love if it ain't too long? She said I got too many issues. I say you need too many tissues. She said that's too many to fix you. I said I love you and she said I miss you. She said it's been too long since I seen you. I said it's been too long since I've been me. She said it's been too long, this is our theme song. She said I've been waiting too long to be free. Now the words on the street and you know it's getting messy. If I say it on the beat then you know you shouldn't test me. Cause it could get deep and you know it's getting deadly. If it ain't a feast then you know you shouldn't let me. She said it gets too heavy. She said it gets too heavy. She said we could take it slow and be steady. I said I too many fears. She said I drink too many beers. I said I doubt too many years. She said too many opinions. I said too many people. She said too many bands. I said too many reasons. She said too many fakes. I said too many seasons. She said too many devils. I said too many demons. She too many levels. I said too many reasons. I said too many fights. Too many for you. Too many nights. Too many is true. Too many sights. Too many to view. What is love if it ain't too many to lose? I said what is love if it ain't worth fighting for? I said what is love if it ain't worth dying for? I said what is love if it ain't worth lying for? I said what is love if it ain't worth crying for? What is love if it ain't worth fighting for? What is love? What is love? She said too many fish, I said too many hookers. She said too many artists, I said too many lookers. She said too many bills, I said too many bookers. She said too many deals, I said too many cookers. She said too many opportunities, I said too many groups and communities. She said too many fakes and fraternities, I said too many hurts and uncertainties. She said too many will make you, too many fake you. Too many will break you, too many will shake you. Too many will take you, too many will hate you. Too many will hate you, too many will snake you. And then she said it's a bit too much. And then I said it's a bit too such. And then she said it's a bit too wrong. And then I said it's a bit too long. And then she said it's a bit too off. And then I said it's a bit too on. And then she said it's a bit too soft. And then I said it's a bit too strong. She said too many futures, I said too many fortunes. She said too many liars, I said too many sources. She said too many learners, I said too many courses. She said too many buyers, I said too many forces. She said what is love if it ain't worth waiting for? She said what is love if it ain't worth hating for? I said what is love if it ain't worth dying for? I said what is love if it ain't worth dying for? I said what is love if it ain't worth lying for? I said what is love if it ain't worth crying for? What is love if it ain't worth fighting for? What is love? What is love? I said what is love if it ain't worth dying for? I said what is love if it ain't worth dying for? I said what is love if it ain't worth lying for? I said what is love if it ain't worth dying for? What is love if it ain't worth fighting for? What is love? What is love? I said what is love if it ain't worth fighting for?
Can you tell me, 'cause I
said what is love if it ain't worth fighting for?
Can you tell me, 'cause I wanna know.
Where you doing this?